Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Got another unboxing here. It's in this little box. Why do I have these other items here? Well, we got the G85, and as you could see from the look of it, I've got the Nikkor SC 50mm f1.4 lens on there via an adapter, and we just did a video on that recently, so you've seen what that is and how it works and whatnot. And then here we have the Canon 10-18 wide angle, ultra wide angle, I guess, UWA. And as you know from previous videos, if you're a regular viewer of the channel, I'm a big fan of this lens. I don't think you can get a much better lens for the price. There's better lenses, but a 10-18 for, under $300, it's a pretty good price. You try and find a brand new 10-18 ultra wide, anything similar for under $300 anywhere else. And it's Canon, it's OEM. So kudos to Canon, and as I said, I like this lens. You've seen me do video tests. I did some vlogging tests with it on the 80D. I've used it on my 70D. That's what I've bought it with now. That's why I have it. But because I have the G85 here, and I do a lot of micro four thirds, I'm filming with the GX8. I thought, well, I've got the 12-35 from Panasonic, but this is a 10. So this is effectively giving me 2 more millimeters, or if you look at the crop factor, the 12 becomes a 24, the 10 becomes a 20, so 4 more millimeters. Fairly significant difference in how wide it is. And I'll probably do another video showing you the 12-35 shot or video coverage versus this on the camera using this. That's what this is. That's what this video is about. This unboxing is for a, I believe it was another Fotasy adapter. Fotasy is a great brand. I've been buying, I have lots of them for different systems. But this is a Fotasy Canon 2 Micro Four Thirds. I'll put a link below. You could check it out on Amazon. I think this was $12. So, it's not a speed booster. It's not electronic. It doesn't maintain the electronics out of the system. It's manual focus. But for $12, you can go ultra wide. And I mean, as you probably know about ultra wides, they got a pretty deep depth of field anyways, and this isn't a fast ultra wide. It's a, what is it? What is this 10-18? It is a 4.5 to 5.6. So at 4.5, you've already got pretty deep depth of field anyways, especially on micro four thirds. So at that point, it doesn't really matter whether or not you have autofocus, because there's not much to focus on an ultra wide, as far as there's not a lot of play in there to get your depth of field, because it's already, as a rule, for those of you that aren't aware, the wider the lens, the greater depth of field. So in an ultra wide, there's already a lot in focus, a lot more in focus at any given focal length on the ultra wide than there would be on, say, a telephoto lens. Anyways, this is the new Fotasy adapter. These Fotasy adapters, I really like them. That's why I keep buying them. They're good quality, really nice fit and finish. Very, very decent, and for the price, probably the best value, because for $12 you get a nice little unit, nice fit and finish. I've never had any problems with them, and I haven't bought a Canon one yet, though. Obviously I didn't have one, so I bought one. So here's the adapter. Let's get it onto the Canon. Where's my, just gotta make sure I line it up right. There we go. Yep, clicks in. So there's the adapter on the 10-18. I almost said 12-35 because I've been talking about that lens too. Let's take the Nikon off. So there's the Nikkor with its adapter, its Fotasy adapter right there. And let's put on, first time ever here at Art of the Image, a 10-18 on the, okay, so that's the G85 with a Canon 10-18 ultra wide lens on there. So this, as I said, it won't autofocus. It's not designed to, but that's the G85 with the Canon 10-18. And actually, I can see right here. You won't be able to see, but I'm going to turn it on because I'm curious, and I want to see if I set this at 12 millimeters. So that would be the same width that I get with that lens that you're seeing me with, the 12-35 f2.8. So that's 12, and when I go to 10. It's fairly significant, the difference in what you get in. You get in I would say, maybe not quite 2 feet, but close to 2 feet all around in the view. And pretty significant. So it'll be interesting to see. I'll do some video tests for you. I will show you the G85 with this 10 to 18 on. And as I said, I can tell you right now that, I mean, I don't even need to do a long-term review on this Fotasy adapter because it's working, and it's working fine. I can see here, you can see here, there's the studio backwards. And it's a dumb adapter in the sense that it doesn't have any electronics, so everything's manual, which also means that that lens will be shooting at f4.5. So, I mean, if you need an adapter that allows you to change the aperture, there are other adapters out there. And I think other dumb adapters in the sense that they don't autofocus, but they do give you an aperture ring. In any case, for 12 bucks, for probably everything I'm going to use this lens for on the G85, I'm going to turn that off because you can hear the IBIS on there. I'm going to want it to be at its fastest setting anyways. I mean, when I'm doing vlogging, I'm going to want to get as much light in as possible for handheld vlogging. So that'll be interesting. I'll do some vlog tests for you at the 10mm and at the 12mm setting to show you the difference, and also just to show you how that lens works via this adapter. I'll put the link below. You can check out the Fotasy adapter. As I said, it was, I think, $12. I just bought it, just came in. So you'll be able to see that, and it's an option for those of you that are considering a Micro Four Thirds body, or you have a Micro Four Thirds body and some Canon glass, or you want a wide angle lens. Well, maybe you want to buy the 10 to 18 because it gives you 10mm and use it with that adapter. Because for under 300 bucks, you're going to get the lens and pick up the adapter. It's a pretty cheap option to go 10mm. So any of you guys out there used the 10 to 18 from Canon with an adapter on one of the Micro Four Thirds system cameras, like the Panasonic G85 here? Let me know in the comments below. Love to hear your feedback. If you have any questions about it, leave them in the comments below. I'll see if I can get them answered for you. And stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.